Hey everyone, this is Sam, the Life Gamer, here again with another mod video showcasing today 3 different water mods. We're going to be comparing Vanilla Water, or the original Skyrim Water, Pure Water by Last, Immersive Water by Nazar, and Realistic Water Textures by Isoku. There are good and bad things about these 3 different water mods, which I will explain further in the video. What these mods are doing is changing the movement of water and its appearance to be more realistic or more immersive. So let's go into our first clip, which is going to be of original or vanilla Skyrim water. To compare the 3 water textures, I have long distance viewing and short distance viewing, and then I have a running water comparison. I think Bethesda did a really nice job with the original water. I love the intensity of the waves and ripples and the reflections, texture in general, the deep richness of color. So I guess it'll be really interesting to see what these modders have to offer. You should always look at texture packs with a critical eye because, you know, Bethesda worked so hard and so long to get these perfect. So here's Pure Water, which is the first mod, and you know, it looks really clean, especially in this lake. The water is really serene and slow moving, and there's not a lot of intensity and ripples. And one thing I really like about Pure Water is that it doesn't matter how far you're looking, it still blends and tiles very nicely. In the other mods, not so much, but this one looks pretty nice. Pure Waters also has some shortcomings, which we will see later in the video, but that's beside the point. Now we'll go into Immersive Water. This one's kind of a mix between original Skyrim Water and Pure Waters, in my opinion. It looks really nice. It's really clean, and it has a nice healthy balance of those ripples and the intensity of waves and the scaling and tiling of water at long distances. Overall, it looks very nice, but as we'll see in the next clip, the high texture water mod, or the realistic texture water mod rather, just adds so much more detail to immersive water that it almost just one-ups it in that regard. So now we're going to go into the close-up test, which this is the vanilla Skyrim water again. And of course, the same thing to be said with the ripples and the intensity of the waves. It looks really choppy and really rough, which can be said goes really well with the art style of the game in general, which is why I'm not a fan, particularly of Pure Waters. And this is what Pure Waters looks like in the same scene. Again, it looks really nice in this lake, though. Like, it really fits well with the lake, because the lakes shouldn't have water moving very fast at all, and lakes shouldn't be very intense. They should be serene. That Nirnroot was really bugging me. So now we're gonna go on to Immersive Water. Same thing can be said. It looks really nice. I like the change in, you know, how the waves look like they're moving. But high resolution textures in the realistic texture mod has the same movement, but just higher detail in the water. And if you really like the peacefulness and serenity of Pure Waters, then that's really good. You should download that mod. If you like the mixture, Immersive Water is the one you should do, especially if you're worried about lag from high resolution textures. And here is the realistic texture water. The texture size was increased by a factor of 2, and it is really shown in this. And that Nern root came back. My next test is going to be of water that is moving relatively fast out of a waterfall. This is pure water, so I didn't take an original of this. As you can see, it looks really bad because there is no reflection of ripples or anything coming off the moving water. And as I pan back down here, you see that it looks really plain and like there's nothing to it. Unfortunately, that is the downside of pure waters. What it has in serenity of non-moving water, it lacks in realism of moving water. This is Immersive Waters. It's, again, better, but in my opinion, not as good as the high-resolution textured. And finally, high-resolution texture. So I hope you liked the comparison of 3 different water mods. It is perfectly alright to stick with the original water because it is so good. But I think personally I will go with the high-resolution realistic water textures by Isoku. It's just a nice balance of serenity and, you know, movement choppiness, and it's better detail than the original. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you liked it, and don't forget to like it and subscribe if you want to see this kind of stuff in the future. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.